Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nico and I am a reseller up here in the mountains of Wyoming. Right now I'm still full-time eBay. I have not committed to a nursing job yet, and I'm just looking into it, praying about it, but we'll see what happens. Right now technically I have one pretty much job offer, and I could go back to where I used to work before. I've worked there twice in 10 years before during my nursing career. The first time it was really, really good. Tons of nurses. Everybody worked together. It was just a great place to work. And then I went back about 5 years ago, and maybe it's been 4. I don't know. I worked there. I only lasted like 9 months because, the CNAs would just like leave the building and go down to the convenience store. And I was working at night by myself as the only nurse in the entire building. And that was my only CNA, and they just had an attitude. And so what if a fire had broken out and I'm there, literally the only person to get 20 people out by myself? Physically not possible. People in beds, people who can't walk. And I told my boss, obviously, you think, well, all I gotta do is tell her the next morning what happened. And she was all fine with it. She never did a thing. And so it was a safety issue. I had to quit. I had no choice. It wasn't a matter of just even losing my nursing license. It was a matter of literally going to prison if a fire broke out or any kind of an emergency where it was obvious that I was in the building by myself and let the CNA, or did not physically stop the CNA from leaving the building. And so there were just people with attitudes. There was a lot of drama. The day shift would come in, and even if I had done the work myself with my CNAs, the good CNAs that I had, we would do our work together. I would make sure they were changing people. The day shift would come in, and after they had their half-hour smoke break at 6 a.m., which is fine. Smoking's not my business, but they would, they show up for work at 6, and then instead of starting to work, they'd go out and smoke for half an hour, and a lot of times with my boss. And so then my nighttime CNAs obviously felt bad, and then the day shift would come up with all this stuff about how the night shift hadn't done their job. And so I had to quit that job. It was really sad for me because I love the residents. Anyway, needless to say, I know this will shock you, the woman who was the head at that time got fired. I wasn't there at the time. I don't know ultimately what got her demise, but it's obvious that she cared more. Literally, you would drive by during the day, like if I had to go somewhere during the day after I'd slept from the night shift, there'd be like 6 people lined up smoking out front of this building. No one in the building taking care of the residents. I know that's hard to believe, but I promise you 100% the truth. I do not lie. So obviously there's been a lot of turnover since then. I don't know what ultimately happened to change that. Now I am considering going back because the people who have returned, the good people who I used to work with who also cared a lot about the residents, they've told me it's totally different. The new staff does not allow that kind of stuff, or the new leadership does not allow that. And the kicker is that it's hooked to the emergency room in the hospital. So we've had an entire new complex built. It's got an emergency room, a little hospital. It's not a huge one, but like a 4-bed hospital. And then the nursing home area is attached to that, just down the corridor. So worst case scenario, I show up, I have this bizarre CNA who thinks they're going to do that to me again. I'm not left in a building by myself in a dangerous situation, because worst case scenario, I just run down the corridor, get help. I've got 5 or 6 EMTs. A doctor is on call, or is there at all times, is my understanding. I'm going to check all this out before I even think of walking into that situation again. And then there are other nurses who aren't working in my part, but they're over there. So I can live with that. Then I could deal with the weird CNA who thinks they're going to run down and get a Diet Coke at night and leave me in a building by myself. So it's a much safer environment. So the thing about this job is that your number one job is, yes, to care for the residents while they're awake. But then once they go to sleep, you answer call lights, you go check on them in your normal hourly. I do it kind of hourly. I'm type A, but you don't want to wake them up either. So it can be abusive to go keep peeking in to make sure they're alive or doing okay. So it's a catch-22. The ones who don't seem to have that many health issues, you don't want to keep opening their door and disturbing their sleep. But I check on them a lot, believe me. But the job after like a certain time at night is just to stay awake. That is your job. So with that said, in the past, I get a lot of reading done. I get a lot of computer stuff done on my tablet. You can't go help them clean their room or sit and hold their hand and talk to them about their day because they're sleeping. So a lot of things that I would never dream at a normal day job of, like pulling out my phone and playing on my phone, or getting eBay work done on my phone. Now my job is to stay awake, be alert, and make sure that my mind is active so I'm not dozing off at the computer desk. And so once my charting, once all that's done, I estimate that on the average night, because it's such a slow-paced night job, I have 3 to 4 hours of personal time. Not all at once, but like half hour here, 20 minutes there, where nobody calls and you've just changed everybody and checked on everybody. And so that adds up. That is a big benefit to get paid while you are kind of running your life. I'm deleting photos off my phone. I'm, messaging my family in other countries who are actually awake at that time, which is great to stay in touch with them. I'm cleaning out my purse after the last bins trip or whatever. I'm painting my nails if I can, if I have time, think I have time to let it dry. So actually, I do get paid for a lot of personal time if I take this job again. And honestly, that's a necessity to be able to stay awake. I can't watch movies. Even reading books makes me kind of tired. So I have to do active things like get up, clean out my purse, be doing something. So we'll see. I'm going to go up and talk to the director there. And I'm just going to tell her, if this is what used to happen. I know it's not your fault, you weren't here, but this is what used to happen. And I'll like literally walk out after my shift if it ever happens again. Like, I'm not going to be left. I'll take care of the residents, make sure the next nurse shows up, but then I am gone if anything like that even happens. I'm not going to be going to prison for a fire with a bunch of weird people, just who don't want to work. So that's choice number one. I am really excited about it, possibly, but it is night shift, and that's hard on your body, but I can do it. I've done it before, and like I said, I come home feeling like I've kind of got my life together, like I've had some downtime, even though I'm getting paid as a nurse. So that's choice number one. Choice number two, right now, I have a lot of choices, because when you're a nurse, you pay that price. But choice two is my friend has kind of hired me. She's not the boss. She's like, come on, you got to come down here. So she wants me to go there. She's kind of already got me committed, but it is a drive. It's where my mom lives, where my kids live. So that's the downside. I would have to stay there a lot in the winter, but I'm there anyway. You guys hear me. I'm there seeing my mom. I'm there seeing my kids. I'm out in this community anyway. I'm kind of not really living in two places. It's just I have a commitment to take my mom places. She is 75. She doesn't drive. So I am kind of there a lot. So anyway, it's a day job. It's a home health job. It's just, one appointment, get back in your car, get a drink, go to your second appointment. So it's not as crazy as being kind of locked in a building for 15 hours where you literally can't leave because legally you're the nurse. So here you're at one, go get a breath of fresh air, go to the second one. But you do get paid for all your drive time and your time in between. So you're getting paid for the 7 or 8 hours that you're going out and about all over town. The only downside I see for this is that there is no personal time. I mean, you can get a breath of fresh air in the middle. You're going outside, back in your car, getting fresh air. There's no struggle to stay awake. Like at night, it can be a huge struggle to stay awake if you haven't slept well, and you can't always tell your body to sleep during the day. It's not like I'm very what do you want to call it? I feel like I am very cautious. Like I'm a cautious nurse, so I believe sleep is part of my job before I go to work on a night shift. But you can't always tell your body, hey, time to sleep. So, you don't always have complete control of that. My husband's back. He may stop in. But so the day shift thing would be no time to clean out my purse. I'm not going to be painting my fingernails. I'm not going to have any catch-up time during the slow periods because you're going appointment to appointment and there is no slow time. Now, maybe in between, you're having 20 minutes to drive across town and it takes you 10, and so you sit out in your car 5 minutes while you're waiting for your appointment. Maybe you can make a phone call on your way over. So I mean, there's that. So that's the benefit of this job. No struggle to stay asleep. Then I am in the town where my mom's at. I would stay at her house a lot of the time. I'd stay with my daughter too, where I normally sleep, but my brother has found a house and he's moving out next, like down the street. So I would have a full, nice bedroom, nice bathroom, everything to be there. My mom would really like me to take this job. She wants me to be around. My friend from nursing school, who is the friend who's basically hired me, she wants me to be there. But there is one weekend a month where I'm on call the entire weekend. So theoretically, I could get called out at night. She says you normally just get phone calls saying, hey, is this okay? Or can you come at 6 in the morning and check this out? It's not normally you have to go to work in the middle of the night, but it's going to happen. You know that. So there is one weekend a month I would not be able to be here at church for sure. Now, if I take that night shift job, I'm going to miss church a lot too, because I can't go to work. If I'm working Saturday night and Sunday night, my job is to sleep in between to take good care of the patients. I can't go to church at 11, not get sleep and go. Some people do that. That's great for them. I feel like that's irresponsible if you're someone who needs more sleep. I like to go to work on at least 6 hours of sleep, and I feel like that's irresponsible, so I won't do that. So I will miss church a lot anyway. It's just part of the commitment. But if I'm helping my community, then they're fine. Our church doesn't care. They get that. So anyway, so the day job would be good. It's just that it's pieces of 4 days a week, whereas with the night job, it's 3 nights a week. That's full time. By the time you stay that extra hour here and there, you're getting almost 40 hours a week. On the day job, to get my 40 hours a week, because it's not 12-hour shifts, I'd have to do pieces of 4 days a week. So I would be committed out of town 4 days a week. But then I get off work, have supper with my mom or my kids, go to the Goodwill, go to the consignment store that I have there that I always have a big credit at, do my listings till 9 or 10 o'clock at night, go to bed. So I still can, work that out. And then my husband can come to there 1 or 2 days in the middle, and then otherwise, we'll meet in Denver, go to the bins. So I've got a lot to think about, a lot to pray about. And that's only 2 of the jobs. I haven't even really looked at anything that doesn't have a friend trying to get me to go back, to that place. And the third choice is that I do all this, get my license back, and just look at it and say, nope, it's going to infringe on my life too much. I just can't do it. So I'm going to go talk to these people, actually see who's promising me what, and see if this is even something I want to do. So the third choice is I get my license back, which is not a bad thing. Take CPR again, which is certainly a good thing to have, and just do some of this work, pay $200, get my license back, and then just back out and say no. Or do 1 day a week or 1 day a month and just say, well, I'll help you out, but I decided not to come back full time. So that's my third choice. So anyway, guys, are you bored yet? That's 13 minutes about me. So there you go. Sorry. I really do have a purpose that I hope will help you and not just hearing about my life. So I can't promise you that I know where this stuff is from. I've gotten behind. I had some of this in the closet. As you know, if you have been on my channel even just this week, I've been in Denver, then coming back, and an estate sale called, or not an estate sale, but a guy who had an estate called me. It was unexpected. I went and got stuff there. So I can only promise you where this stuff came from if it has its tags. So let's get started. This is kind of a mini haul. Now this bag, I know where it came from. It's from a consignment store because it has tags. So I have about a $300 credit at this particular consignment store in Wyoming. This consignment store takes 25 items a week. It can be anything you want. However, if you give them junk, you're not going to end up with a big credit. So what I do is I spend my money there on things that are going to flip faster, or they're better sizes or whatever. So this is a J. Jill quilted jacket. I think based on the date tag, this was half price. I don't know if I would have spent $13 on this even in my consignment credit, but it is something that it's an XL J. Jill quilted, and so I might have, just because it was free money from consigning stuff. So anyway, but I think I paid half that. But I don't know. Okay, here's my bucket. So actually, I've I've got a photo of these. That's what I'm doing today. I already restarted my promotions. I did that. Should have been done yesterday. Didn't get it done. So I had a whole day where I had no active coupon or anything. But I got that done this morning. I did my bank account thing, which I do every 1 to 2 days. I go in, look at what payouts I got. I'm on daily payouts. I add that to my business account. I make sure there's no upcoming, automatic withdrawals. I do my personal stuff. That takes between 10 and 15 minutes a day. My promotions are only once a week. I restart my coupon, restart my sales. Normally I do buyer groups. I didn't do that today. I'll try to get that done eventually, but it's not my priority. I don't have a lot of response to sending out my coupon in the buyer groups because I've sent specific coupons before and you can tell which coupons are successful, and it's not a huge deal. But I do like to do it. I think eBay likes you to do it, and I didn't send a newsletter. I need to do that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut these off. I need to photo today, and then my VA should have these 50 to 60, whatever amount I have. I'm going to try to get photoed before we leave for 4th of July. We're going up out of town again, same place that I might go work. That's where my family is, so we're going to drive over an hour to go have fireworks, and we're just having lasagna. We're not, it's raining out actually, so we're not going to barbecue or anything. So, I just want to get this to my VA so that I have listings to work off of all week. Then tomorrow we're going to Denver. We're already halfway there, so we're going to go ahead to Denver. I'm going to go to the bins for about 4 or 5 hours and get some more stuff. Hopefully it's stuff I can go directly to the mall areas where I've been selling and just turn it over and get my money back all within 8 hours. But if I don't find enough, at least I'll get some more winter consignment, get some more eBay stuff. I will get something. I just don't know. Hopefully it's stuff I can literally go sell within a few hours. Flying tomato. Oh, I don't know why I cut the tag off before I showed you what it was. Let me find it. This one has words on it. Okay, flying tomato. I'm just doing my thing. $9. This is a size large. That's a good size. I don't know if this was half price in the basement. I don't have my receipt in front of me. A lot of things I pick up because they're half price, but flying tomato does okay. This is a nice maxi dress, so I should get about $25 to $30 on that. On the J. Jill quilted jacket, I'm thinking 25, in a size XL, and it's a quilted vest. Those actually go really well for me. Now, I love this brand, Joseph Ribkoff. It takes a little bit. It's not 100% sell through, but it sells really well for me. At those other consignment stores in Denver, this is one of their favorite brands. Like, what I should do is buy this for $9 with my consignment credit in Wyoming, and then I should take this tomorrow and go sell it in Colorado at those consignment stores, because they would put $40 on this, let alone if it was new with tags. So they just think Joseph Ribkoff is the end all. It's one of the most expensive brands that I would love to have from those consignment stores, and I can't afford them even with my consignment credit. But this was no more than $9. It might even have been half of that. So this is a good deal. This will sell for about $25 to $30 minimum, even used. It's a size 6. So I'm going to get this photoed today. And it's really pretty, like a, what's it called? Ombre color. It's like lighter and darker as it goes down. And it's kind of polka dot. So yeah, I'm going to get that done. I'm excited about that one. All right, this is a Chico's, and I paid no more than $9 on it. I do really well with Chico's dresses, and look at the sleeves on this. So I'm going to start at 30 on this. I don't know if I'll get it, but it's, really good. This dress does not have pockets. I like dresses with pockets. I think they sell better. I think it's a selling thing. This is just a straight dress. That's the only downside, is I wish it had pockets. But it's okay. I still think I'll do good. It's a US size 12. So that is a really good buy, I think. So tomorrow, what I'll buy for this store where I'm getting this stuff, what I'll buy for them are snowsuits, snow pants, get ready for winter. It's located in Wyoming. It's in a college town. A lot of people just go up to the mountains to ski about an hour away, and they don't have any snow pants, or a guest comes or a friend comes and they go buy snow pants, or as a rule they just participate in winter things, and then just really nice hoodies and stuff. So for winter, that's what I'm trying to pick up. For the rest of fall, I think just Cool brand and things that I just have too much of and I don't want to sell on eBay. Otherwise, just basic like work pants like Dickies and Carhartt would go really good there. So that's the kind of stuff I'll try to find tomorrow. This is a Tommy Bahama, $5 or less. I don't know, might have been half price. Just a normal polo. And I want to say, why did I get this? Supima cotton. So that'll do pretty good. It's a nice purple. So I think I'll probably only get about $19, maybe $21 on that. That's about how much I'll get on that. But it's a brand that I do really well with. This is Polo Ralph Lauren. So either $10 or $5 on my consignment credit. I would never pay these prices in real life at a thrift store. But since I'm basically spending, you know, $3 and getting 25, 30, 50 in consignment credit every time I do it, it's worth it. I will probably get about 30 on this. This is a wonderful size in a quarter zip polo. If it weren't for the size, I don't think I would have paid that. But this is a 4XL tall. And so I really think I'll do pretty well on this and get between 25 and 30 on that. Once winter comes, maybe not this month, but once winter comes. Oh yeah, I got to get more trash bags to go to the bins. I've got a birthday present for my friend who I might see tonight. I've got all this stuff I got to remember, because when you're out of town, you can't just drive back and say, oh yeah, I forgot, you know. So my life's crazy, guys. All right, this is called Current Air. And I know I must have run comps, because even now I'm like, what is that? I don't remember that. I paid $10 or half price, one or the other, on this. I don't know. So Current Air must be a bolo of some kind, because I wouldn't have paid $10 for it. And it does still have the tags. So that'll be good. It rings a slight bell. This has been like 2 weeks ago. I haven't been to that store for like 2 weeks, I don't think. So I want to say that was a $30 or $40 item new with tags, but don't quote me. I can't honestly tell you. This is pelagic. This is $4. This is what I really try to do, is like get really high-end stuff for just nothing with my consignment credit. But I'll do the other, because I just keep getting more and more credit and I'm not spending it fast enough. And I really need to do that. Oop, there it goes on the floor somewhere. Anyway, really nice blue camo pelagic. Pelagic is like a fishing brand, very in demand. And I don't know what this will sell for. I'll have to look it up, but at least over 20, and I paid $4 or less. This won't be fun to photo, but that's okay. This is a Banana Republic size 8, new with tags. So let's see. I don't see any tag on this, so this might be just straight from the bins. It's like a denim maxi dress, but brand new with tags. So this should do well on eBay. I'll probably get 25 to 30. It has pockets, and if it wasn't new with tags, then this would be a big heavy purchase from the bins. But the belt is there. Everything looks good. I could consign this and probably do okay, but I think I'm just gonna, you know, I need some eBay stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's probably what that is. Okay, some of this might be consignment stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure what is in this bag. Okay, this one is called Emily West, and I honestly can't tell you. I don't know why I would have bought such a small size, unless this is girls. Maybe this is, yeah, girls size 10. So I will look this up. I honestly can't remember if this is eBay or if this is taking it to a consignment store, like Once Upon a Child or something. That'll do really well there. So I'm going to set this over here. I got to look this up and see what my intentions were. I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm thinking some of this was consignment, because this is definitely consignment. This says wedding dress. It is, I don't even know if it has a brand. It might have been kind of homemade. It has numbers on there. But the consignment store in Wyoming that I'm going to today, I'm going to drop off a bag today, they will take this. So I'm going to get this ready. They'll take it as soon as I take my next bag. So, but this I just pulled out of the bins. It probably cost me about $4.50 in the bins based on the weight. But they don't get a whole lot of consignments for this kind of stuff. And what I do is I always check the edges, the bottom, to make sure it's not too dirty. I mean, on a wedding dress, I think you can have one little bit, but they want, you know, not a bunch of dirt from someone having worn it at their wedding. So that definitely is consignment. It would have to be worth like $200 for me to mess with something like that on eBay. I just don't have it in me. I got this for the winter ahead. This is a Disney coat. So this will go in the winter consignment for whoever, either the kids stores or this place takes kids stuff too. This place in Wyoming, if they would just let me come every day like the ones in Denver do, they take kids, they take vintage, they take everything. And they're busy too, so they sell a lot, but they just have so many people who consign there that they won't let me take more. Nobody can take more. This is Master Sportsman. This is a nice vest. I think I just got this to consign. I don't remember this being an expensive eBay brand, but I am going to look this one up just to check myself because I don't know for sure. All right. Oh yeah, this is definitely, all this stuff is coming from the bins and I just hadn't had a chance to sort it. This is a nice belt. These consign really well. A lot of people don't donate belts. It's a no-name belt, so it's just going to go straight to consignment. Oh yeah, these I just got for the sports store or for this place here where I consign. They take some stuff like this. I'm just a little hesitant to do sunglasses and stuff like this. They're so faked and I just don't want to ruin my eBay account. And I haven't had time to learn. I know you can learn the sunglasses to tell if they're fake or not. I just have never had the time or the energy to do that. I don't care enough about learning the minute details of, you know, stuff like that. This is also going to go to this sports store. It's almost like Play It Again Sports, only it's a local one in Wyoming. And they take baseball bats, baseballs. They take swimming stuff like this, ski stuff can go there. And I don't even have my first group yet. I've never signed up there, even though I've known about it for years. And so that's on my list, is to, you know, not today, but as soon as it's in my margin to do so, go sign up there and start trying to get 25 items a week for them. I mean, that's what it's going to take. Then this is, why did I get this? Oh, this is some kind of a Halloween costume, and I am starting to kind of pick these up to consign. I won't probably sell this on eBay, although I will look it up before I consign it in like August. In August, I'll look this up. I'm going to put it in my consign pile, but before I actually give it to them, I'll look it up. And at the bins, I remember taking this out, so maybe it is worth money on eBay. I got to check that out. All right, we have got So Slimming by Chico's. The stores where I consign really like Chico's also, the ones in Denver. So I might consign these. I'll look them up. I check these. I usually check, yeah, they're not hemmed by anybody but the company. These are a size 2 regular, and these will do well somewhere. I'm not sure quite where, but probably I'll just throw them up on eBay, because I do need eBay stuff for today to get to my guy here. Because the whole purpose of this whole thing of selling and doing all this work was to get eBay stuff somehow. But I'm also making consignment money, cash on the barrel head. This is a Spiegel. It was just really pretty. I don't think Spiegel does very good on eBay, but anything Maxi is doing really well. And the stores there that I consign to in Denver, they love Maxi anything. So I'm going to take this with me in the car today and put it in my consignment stuff to take tomorrow. I know it's red. I don't know if they'll take that since it's summer, but they took a ton of my stuff last time. I did really well for only taking one bag. I'm getting better at knowing what they want. I still think I have a lot of learning curves to do, but because obviously they want some of the good stuff that's good on eBay, which I'm not going to give them. So I have to find stuff that I wouldn't sell on eBay and that they want. This is a good pickup. This is a pair of equestrian something or other here. Okay, these are Scholler, dry skin Scholler. And I haven't actually, I don't remember looking these up on eBay, but I pick up all equestrian stuff because in my area, someone wants it. Usually it does go on eBay because it does really well on eBay too. So I got that from the bins. All right, and then normally I never get over to the shoes. I just stick to the clothing. Someday I'd love to have a thrift store and go to the bins and go to the hard goods and bring it all home to Wyoming where we don't have a lot of that stuff. In our small town, you know, people would buy the pots and pans and the gift bags and all that stuff that just comes out for nothing out of the bins. I could turn that around so quick, but that's a whole nother job, right? This is Gravity DeFi. For some reason I picked these up. I don't remember. I'll look them up here, you know, soon and decide where they go. I don't have time to look up all this stuff today. I just have to list the stuff I already know is good. So the research I'll have to wait till Thursday. Then I'm going to come home. We'll come home from Denver tomorrow night. I'll ship on Thursday. I'll do a full day worth of work. Then I'll probably go back because we're going to garage sale on Friday. So, you know, just in the summer. I don't do this all the time. In the summer, though, we do make a commitment. We find, like, sometimes I find a year's supply of certain things that, like, just are good. Toys or whatever. And especially since I'm going to be working, I want to make sure that I have a good supply. This is called Do a Tad, and for some reason I picked this up. I know I remember this, and I love this shirt, but it won't fit me, so I don't think that's why I picked it up. It is a large, maybe that is why. I wouldn't have tried it on at the bin. So anyway, very cute shirt, but I think this was worth money. That's another research with these shoes. I gotta get my research done. Well, it's a maxi skirt, I'm sure you can tell. This is a Robert Louis brand. I can't remember if this was a maxi skirt for eBay. Most likely for consignment. I am going to look this up today because if it is consignment, I'm going to take it with me in the car to go to Denver tomorrow. Now these, let's see, largest. Okay, I do not remember where I got these. I think, oh, this was at a garage sale. I do, because I teased my son, hey, have I not taught you well? Because he walked right by these, and I'm like, and he's normally, I mean, he's better than I am at many categories because he's a full-time seller too. And I'm like, you know, when we get to the car, I'm like, have I taught you nothing about like eBay? You know, like you do not pass vintage underwear. These are USA made, 1987. All the underwear, if you look on the back there, or not all, but most has dates. And these 4 packages, I did not specifically look up 1987. And these are a size 36, great size. I mean, obviously when you get into vintage underwear in the 40s and stuff, that's even better, size 40, 42. But anyway, I'm thinking this is like, I want to say an $80 thing. And I paid $3 a package, if I remember right. It was about $3. So that was a good garage sale find. So yeah, some of this might be garage sale because remember I told you they had the $5 bags and the $20 big bags. So that may be what some of this is. Now some of this I know is consignment. But it's too early for me to take it. It's still winterish. And I desperately, like I'm going to Denver. I could sell all day tomorrow if I just had the stuff, but I don't. This is Maurice's. I'm not going to sell this on eBay. It's really pretty. This is a small though. Otherwise I would maybe keep it for myself for winter, but very nice cowl neck. This will do great for consignment in just a few months here, maybe even a few weeks. I don't know when they start taking that. I'm running out of room here, guys. Now this has a little stain on it right here. I did happen to notice. There's a little yellow there. I'm going to go get that soaking right now as soon as we're done. This is a loft. They took a lot of my loft at that consignment store in that one bag. I thought, I know they want Ann Taylor. I know they want that. And they want Calvin Klein dresses, which I don't sell on eBay. So I'm taking them all of those. And I was going to take them this loft, little skater dress type, or, you know, not skater really. It's a little bit longer than that. But anyway, then I just happened to catch the stain. So I'm going to get this ready for tomorrow. Well, I'm going today. I guess this will be my next Denver trip because I don't have time to get the stain out today. But, you know, to let it soak. But I'm going to get it out. Now, this is some personal stuff. I love getting stuff like this. Let's see. This was another garage sale. I think I paid $1 a package. There's 80 gold napkins in there. I'm already ready for Christmas. I can't wait. yeah, she had $3 for both, and I asked her to come down. And then my son, I told him, do I not teach you anything? He skipped this. He skipped it. It had $3 on it. I'm going to have to cross that out. But any kind of novelty Nordic wear pan you should look up. And he told me, I had him comp it. I'm like, go see if that's worth picking up, because I was doing the clothing thing. And he told me that this was like $25. So I'm going to list that right now. I don't know. I got to look it up before I actually put the price on it. But he's pretty good. He knew it was a pickup. Then I got these. This was at a garage sale. It was the only thing there worth doing. I can't remember. These are going to be Amazon, because I got to get my Amazon going again. That's the number one thing why I'm going back to nursing, because then for 1 week out of the month, I'm going to have my salary, so I can dedicate what I would take as a salary from my business, and it's going right back into Amazon. When I worked as a nurse before, 4 years ago, I don't have any proof. I don't have any paperwork on it. I'd have to go back to my Amazon account and prove to you that it's true. But I worked as a nurse, wasn't stressed, and sold $11,000 to $12,000 a month on Amazon. And I was getting like big markups because I was garage sailing. I was ordering off of eBay, being very careful, putting it on Amazon. And so my markups weren't 10%. They were like closer to 50%, even on Amazon, because I was doing stuff like this that I found at the thrift. And so I kept like $3,000 to $4,000 a month just on Amazon. And my husband and I would do like a shipment every 2 weeks. We didn't stress, I was working. So that's another reason why I'm like, I'm not able to fit Amazon in because of the clothing. And yet when I was a nurse working full time, I could easily fit Amazon in plus eBay. So I've got to figure out kind of what changed in our life. And I'm going to get that back. So this is, I've got like 4 things back there that are restarting my Amazon. I haven't let it completely fail. It's just certainly not making me much money right now. So I'm excited about that. And that's another thing that I can do at night if I do take the night shift, is just sit there on my phone waiting for a patient to call, and I can look up arbitrage opportunities, which I used to have a full eBay to Amazon arbitrage thing. Then it got really difficult. Amazon started saying, no, you can't sell this, you can't sell that. And so it got very difficult. But that doesn't mean it's impossible, and I should not have quit doing it. It got so hard that I went into the clothing, And I don't regret it. I think it was a good choice. This is Athletic Girl. This is really good. I'm going to consign that, though, to like Once Upon a Child. Then this is for eBay. I do so good, guys. My whole purpose in life is to scout the earth for Life is Good shirts. I do so good on these. They don't sell for even $20 sometimes, but they sell immediately for me. Like, I'm not kidding you. I just want to have an entire store full of Life is Good, like thousands of these. And so, but every bins trip, I only find 2 or 3. And I told several people this week, hey, I'll pay you $1 if you bring me Life is Good shirts if you don't sell them on eBay. So I'm trying to get the word around that when they're digging in the bins, just bring them to me. I'll pay for them, but I'll give them $1. It's people at the bins will, if you get that going. Now, this is from my consignment credit in Denver. Right now, I stand at about $350 in consignment credit in Denver. And she has 5 stores. She has 5 locations. She's not going to shut down tomorrow, but it still makes me nervous. I should not be carrying these credits. They're just sitting there and sitting on a gift card that might drop out of my purse tomorrow. Like, I have one gift card that has like $175 on it, and I don't want to do that. I want to get there and spend it. So anyway, I went with my son and my mom for that day off on Saturday. It was a day off, but he was in the mall shopping for Amazon. We ate supper in the mall twice at different malls. And I went ahead and I had about 2 hours total shopping time because my mom was, buying pants. She was excited. She's going to New Zealand to see my brother. They're going to meet in New Zealand because he is he's a Australian citizen now, and my nephew is too. My brother has worked there for about 10 years, so he just decided to become an Australian citizen. So for my mom to see him more than once a year or once every 2 years, she goes. So she's going to New Zealand, so she was shopping for all her stuff she's going to take. So anyway, this was good. I had to shop really hard. I only found, 3 or 4 things in 2 hours. It was hard going. But this is Nordstrom. And then I spent $24.99 of my consignment credit. But this is called BP and Wildfang. And I don't know a thing about this, BP and Wildfang. but these are big, like, pantsuit type things, and they are just very popular on eBay right now. And so I got to talking to the clerk, and she's like, yeah, the owner of the store went to a storage unit auction today and found these, and I just put them out today. And so she does take consignments, like in these 5 locations. She must be really smart, but she must be also either shopping at the bins or going to storage units and adding to her inventory that she doesn't have to pay us for, who are bringing it. So, you know, so that's good. That's smart on her part. These retail for $89. This is a size 1X. And I looked these up, and this will do very well. I should get about $60 for this BP and Wild Fang pantsuit. I've got to go back and look at what they called it. But anyway, but there wasn't just one. There was 2. And this one with the camo is definitely going to do even better. This one I also paid. They only, for some reason, had $19.99 on this one. I don't know why. This is a large. It's a smaller size. Maybe that's why. But anyway, this will do really good. I found these exact ones on there, so I'm excited about those. That'll double my money again. I already doubled it getting the consignment credit. Now I'll double it again. And then I got this. Let me see here. What do I have? I forgot what I bought, guys. Oh, this was good. Oh, man. I was kind of getting discouraged. Then all in one row, one section. Like, I had shopped for a whole hour, and I'm like, why did I even come today? I drove all the way to Denver. Yes, it was a day off with my family, but I could have been here chilling too, reading a book. And I'm going all through Denver. My son's finding all this Amazon arbitrage at every store in there. You know, he's doing really well that day, and I'm like, nope, I haven't found anything yet. And then all in one row of this consignment store where I have the credit, then this showed up. And I'm like, woohoo, I just saw, I don't know if I saw this first and saw the words, or if I saw the mountain range, which I love. So this is brand new tags, needless to say. This is a cool size. What size do we have here? Small. And they had 16 on it, which to me is fine. I think in a thrift store, I probably would have paid 16 for this. This is the Sienna sweater. I've not looked it up, but I know new tag's cool. I should be able to get like 30 to 50, if not more. So I'm going to look that up and get that listed right now. Right now. All right, then somewhere along the line, there's no tags on these, so I'm assuming the bins or the garage sale, I'm not sure which one, are just Carhartt pants. I'm going to look up this number at the bottom. This is always a number. I know most of you already know this, but there's a 4 or what is it? It's always like a number right there in that little box, and it tells you, and people on eBay use that number to find their pants. So I think these are going on eBay. If it's really only a $15 pair of pants on eBay, I will take them to the consignment. This is definitely consignment. This is a zero exposure brand, but it's a really pretty teal green. I know it's not showing up that way. This will just do really well as just basic consignment. And then this is Rustic Ridge. This is just a nice camo jacket. It won't do well on eBay. Rustic Ridge doesn't, but it'll do good. Okay, now guys, I got a few more things, so hold on. Okay. All right, these are some last minute things of my son's that I just haven't gotten to. I did like 50 of his items on the spreadsheet, and then there's like 10 more, and I just have not gotten to them for like 2 weeks. It's really bad. This is RoboCop. I don't have the spreadsheet open. I don't know exactly what he thinks this is going to sell for, but a decent amount. You know, he normally gives me things 25 and above unless it's just really eBay clearance. So I'm going to get that photo taken here in a little bit. Then there's this thing. Sorry about the nudity on my channel. There are clothing in here, but the overalls fell off. So anyway, I'm going to check out this doll. I don't know what he gave it to me for. I can't see the name. But anyway, he must have some markings somewhere. But anyway, vintage doll. I'm going to get that listed. Then this thing, he feels like is worth some money. Gonna get that Then this one is mine. I do really well on these hair setters. I do take all the rollers out, even unless it's like actually factory sealed. I'll take this out, I'll pull up all the rollers, make sure there's not hair down in there. And then I'll check each roller real quick, make sure nobody like tried to use one of them, and then I'm sending it out to eBay with a big hunk of hair on it. That's the only problem with these. So I will check them out, make sure it heats up, make sure that the rollers turn from red to brown or whatever, which way it goes. But I, only pick up the ones where I can get 35 to 40 on these. So I have one more behind me that I've not gotten listed. This one, I want to say I normally pay between $3 and $5 for these. I don't see the price, but somewhere a month ago I picked this up and haven't gotten it done yet. Okay, and then this is the last thing of my son's, and I've got to get these done today. These are worth moolah. We picked these up at the Goodwill, and my son has started not ignoring the records. I can't deal with the records, guys. I don't have the heart. If I can be a book scanner and go through thousands of books with a book scanning thing, but I just can't stand and by hand type in records. I just don't have it in me. At least not yet. Maybe this will change my mind, but he had the heart to do it. These are the Smiths, all these are the Smiths. I don't know, but these are worth money. Someone who was there right after my son, because these came out in a cart and we were at the Goodwill together. Someone, walked by our cart and kind of did a slow pause, like looked in the cart and went, oh, like that kind of thing. So I think my son said this stack should be easily worth $100. There's, what is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I ordered specific record boxes off of eBay because he's doing enough records now that and record people are nuts, so crazy. They're worse than book people, and I get it. So we sell ours with no promise that they're going to play and all of that. We could get a lot more money if we tested these. So I don't know if we'll get 100 or not, but anyway, I think this is good. And I think, guys, that I'm up, having shown you everything I'm buying. Now, the one thing I just can't figure out how to show you is like tomorrow when we go to Denver, I'm going to go to the bins for 4 or 5 hours, and I'm literally going to turn right around and go straight to the consignment store, take the tags off in the car as my husband's driving, and go and sell it and get my cash back, and then just try to pay for all my inventory that way. So I don't know where I have the time, because my phone doesn't really have enough storage on it for an hour-long video showing you what I picked up for consignment. Even if I had the time, which I don't, I'm trying to just get my money back immediately. So the one thing, I have thousands of items literally in the past 3 weeks that I've picked up to take and try at these consignment stores. So all you're missing is J. Jill in small sizes, some Athleta in very small sizes. I'm doing Free People in small sizes that I just wouldn't sell on eBay. That's kind of what they want. They want Ann Taylor dresses, Calvin Klein dresses. They want summery, flowy, maxi dresses, so I'm picking those up. Anything that's worth $25 or more on eBay, I'm bringing home to put on eBay, because that is my primary core business. Even as a nurse, my eBay sales, if they start to slump too much, then I won't be a nurse, because I'm not going to give up my $10,000 a month that I try to sell on eBay. I don't always make it, but I try to sell $10,000 a month on eBay. So if it starts going down to $6,000, then I'm not going to work as a nurse if I can't keep up with the eBay, because my business is what I really love doing. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go get these to my VA, get the photos done. This has already been way too long of a video, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just trying to keep you up on what I'm doing. I'm taking the rest of today off. Once I'm done taking these photos, then I'm taking tomorrow off. I know, yes, I'm digging in the bins and going and selling it, but to me, that's still a day off. I'm driving around with my husband and my dog. We're going to go have dinner on the business, because I'm working 8 hours tomorrow. We're going to go have lunch at a mall in Denver we couldn't go to. We're going to, normally have any reason to go to. We're going to go to the Italian bakery and buy cookies, and then we're going to come home. So so tomorrow is a day off, is what I consider it. So anyway, I'm going to do that. You might hear from me on some shorts, and please support those shorts. I don't understand why, but on YouTube, it says I have enough videos. I have definitely enough watch time. I don't have enough subscribers quite yet. If you want to subscribe, it would really help me out. I'm getting close to 500. Then I can get monetized. I'm not trying to get rich off this. Just get my time back, right? Just get a little bit of payment for my time. That's all. But it says I don't have enough shorts. So I'm not someone to get on for a minute and say, hey, here I am, this is what we're doing. But I guess I have to be. So you're going to get some shorts. Maybe tomorrow when I'm walking into the consignment store, I'll make a short and say, here I am, guys, I don't know. It'll be dumb because I don't know what to do in a minute or less. But I'll think of something. So please watch those. Click on them if you don't mind. Starting tonight or tomorrow, I might make some. I've got to get, tons of those up before I could be monetized. So thanks for understanding. Give me a like or a subscribe, and I'd really appreciate you. Comments are great too. They really help YouTube think that I'm interacting. Have a good day, guys. Bye.